In this lesson, we're going to cover sitemap optimization. Let's begin by understanding what a sitemap is. A sitemap is, as the word implies, a map of your site. It lists all the pages on your website so that search engine crawlers can find, crawl, and index them. Now, search engines like Google do a pretty good job of finding your content without a sitemap, but remember, the web is connected by links, and that means search engines need to follow links to find your content, and therein lies the problem. If your website is brand new, then you won't have any backlinks just yet, which means it could be some time before your content is discovered. And if you do have some backlinks but your internal linking is not up to scratch, some pages may still get missed by search engine crawlers, so they won't get indexed. Now, this is a small thing to fix on a small website, but on a big website it's a different story. Also, it does mean that you need to be auditing your website in order to find those broken links in the first place. But a sitemap bypasses all this hassle, and that's why it's in your best interest to have one. Building and submitting a sitemap is an easy thing to do. XML is the most common format for sitemaps, and this is the one we recommend. There are other formats such as text, RSS, MRSS, and Atom 1.0. We're not going to be covering best practices for these formats, but I will leave a link in the resources in case you want to find out more. Here are some general guidelines for creating sitemaps. Use consistent, fully qualified URLs. Tell Google about alternate language versions of a URL using the hreflang tag. Break up a large sitemap into smaller sitemaps. List only canonical URLs. Point to only one page version for both mobile and desktop versions of a page. Use sitemap extensions for additional media types if needed. You can find out more about video, image, and news sitemaps from Google's documentation. Link in the resources. Keep in mind that Google ignores priority and change-frec values. Google uses the last mod value if it's consistently and verifiably accurate. Note that the position of a URL in a sitemap is not important. And finally, remember to insert your sitemap in the robots.txt file. Now, when it comes to creating your sitemap, there are a few options. If you use WordPress, you can search the plugin repository for a sitemap plugin. Install and activate, and the plugin will generate a sitemap for you with its own URL. Otherwise, you can automatically generate a sitemap using one of many online tools like xml-sitemaps.com. The way we recommend submitting your sitemap is by using Google's Search Console. If you haven't already, create a free account over at search.google.com and add your website's URL. From there, select Sitemaps from the left-hand navigation, paste your sitemap's URL and click Submit. In the next lesson, we'll be covering the robots.txt file. I'll see you there.